Hello, my fellow Rome 2 players. The Rip here with Harbor and Prussian Prince. Hello.
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 And we are currently streaming and recording Scan Invitational Qualifiers match between Dark and Psychic from Agony Clan. And actually this tournament has, I think, 3 participants from Agony, right?
4.
In qualifiers.
It's 4.
4? Who is 4th one?
It's Red.
Oh yeah, Red and you. So it's not that strange that 2 Agony have to face each other in qualifiers. And so far, let's go a little bit about banning and picking system. We have very short 5 faction pool, which is Rome, Egypt, Seleucids, Bactria and Parthia. No other factions allowed in qualifiers. And every, it's ban, pick system. So Psychic banned Seleucids, Dark banned Bactria, I think? Egypt, sorry, yeah, Egypt. So then Psychic picked Seleucids and Dark counterpicked with Bactria, and that's what interests me a lot. I want to see how Bactria will counter Seleucids. So will you go over the builds, guys?
Okay, for Psychic with Seleucids, he's got 4 Royal Peltasts, 2 Thoris Spears, that's his infantry component. Then he's got 4 Hellenic Cataphracts, 1 Azet Knight, 2 Camel Archers, and 1 Indian Armored Elephant. His general is one of the Hellenic Cataphracts, by the way, so pretty normal build for Seleucids, I suppose. Nothing too uncommon.
What
and
about
for Duck
Bactria?
we have 4 City and Horse Archers, 6 Hellenic Cataphracts, 4 on the left wing, 2 on the right. And then we have Indian Armored Elephants as the general, and 4 Eastern Spearmen, 2 Elite Persian Archers, 2 Bactrian Peltasts.
Persian archers? Interesting. Like elite ones, their only good thing about them is their melee attack. And in very typical Dark's manner, you can see that he actually plays a lot like Killerfish. Notice how he doesn't even touch his main forces.
Yes.
Only skirmishing cavalry goes first. He's like saying, okay, we will take it in stages.
Yeah, he brings
like
the pressure from the get-go.
Yeah, but a lot of me at least, even with such a build. Oh man, I hope no one drops.
Yeah, this is bad.
But what I was trying to say is that even with such a build, I would still go forward. With all my forces, I will at least try to get a little bit closer.
Oh,
And
it's
it's Harbor out.
Our stream is
Unfortunate.
gone.
Yeah, but recording is going on, so let's keep looking at this horse skirmishing and see how much these guys can kill. Looking at their range, they're all using heavy shot.
But they're not doing much damage so far.
Well, that's okay-ish damage considering they shoot at cavalry.
They're also shooting at Thoris Spears. And it's like in some volleys they don't even get a single kill.
Well, again, with the health system, it's understandable. And it's a bit difficult for me with push to talk, but you're out of the game, Harbor, for some reason.
Harbor, your stream's died.
I think my internet died or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stream.
I'm
He can't,
recording right now.
at this moment it's
The
impossible.
rip stream.
At this moment it's impossible.
Oh
Maybe
my
next
god.
game.
Oh wow, we're gonna miss the game.
You've got audio commentary here. Come on.
Oh, I guess. It's like
Okay.
radio.
Okay, looking at these guys, Psychic is actually an attacker. But he can't really play as an attacker because he doesn't have much tools to force an engagement.
His
He tries
camels.
now.
His camels are taking damage. Duck needs
Yeah,
to be
the
careful.
heavy one.
pull back. Yeah, like that. Because if he hadn't pulled back, then that Thoris would have come into support, and that would have been problematic. Oh, mistake from Psychic. He activated Rapid Advance on Thoros Spears. Now they'll be
A bit
exhausted.
early, yeah. They would be exhausted soon. But look at it. Psychic gets on the field as an attack, but if you think about it, against Bactria, do you really need 4 Royal Peltas?
No, they have not really good infantry, so yeah.
So the question for me is like, what exactly you countering with Royal Peltas? Could Psychic put these funds in something else safely?
What's going on?
Probably. I think
I
as
hope
Seleucid
not.
he...
This is bad. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, Harbo already out of the game. Who's this time?
Nobody. Just thankfully, yeah. It's so weird.
Yeah. Well, Duck slowly but surely getting rid of these camel archers, and Psychic needs them later because he has such a disadvantage in cavalry fight that this camel archers morale penalty would be important. Because, and when they're out, Duck will actually have a chance to put a pressure on elephants as well. And look how fast they drop now.
Yeah.
And yeah, here you can easily see that Duck simply do not want to take a fight. And look how he reacts to Psychic's cavalry movements. He tries to intercept them so that Psychic's cavalry will not really stop his retreating skirmishes. And that's like, at the moment, that's all Psychic have left for him. He only has these shock cavalry to stop Duck. Otherwise, Duck will just run away from him the whole game till
Both
the
camels
last
are gone.
ammo.
Both
Yep.
camels are gone. That's one of
And-
the advantages Seleucid had, but no longer.
And it's a bit unnecessary. Would you agree?
Yeah, he could have protected them. He's showing his elephants now. This could be
Yeah.
bad.
And we can see how Duck tries to get closer to them.
Advance at speed! Riders advance! Riders at the double! Quick march by your command! At the double!
Yeah, not much to say, just all the game right now is these 4 mercenary Scythian horse archers, which are doing some serious work for Duck.
Duck is controlling everything, it seems. Like he's controlling the
Yeah.
flow.
He isn't getting rid of these Azat Knights. And look how nicely he understands the distance. His mercenary Scythian horse barely got touched, but he will lose one of them, I guess.
Yeah. Well, he's still gonna kill that Azat. But yeah.
Ah, will he?
Should be able to, yeah.
Axiarchos! Engaged!
Scythian horse
40
archer.
men. No, that always strange for me. Look, the weakness of Azat Knights is usually their morale, which is 60. And they still not routed at 6, barely routed. In fact, Duck's mercenary Scythian horse archers could come back.
Yeah, they
It's
could.
possible. And now Duck goes for elephants. So at this point, Psychic tries to force engagement, and he will.
Duck Scav will get killed. Will kill here. Psychic Scav is dead.
Oh yeah, look at these elephants!
This is gonna be really bad for Psychic.
22 cavalry kills.
Whoa.
This Hellenic Cataphract is dead. Another one tied in a fight with Eastern Spearman, which is not strong, but still Spearman.
Look, Thora's spears got decimated by Hellenic Cataphracts without
Yeah.
one man.
I don't know, Psychic need a miracle at this point, because his
Yeah.
cavalry is out.
Sick play.
Yeah. And look how solidly it played by Duck. It's just
Yeah.
very solid play choice, and he didn't do any compromises pretty much. He spent as little on melee infantry as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't go cheaper than this Eastern Spearman, really. It's just these elite Persian archers I don't really understand fully. But Doug doing some mistakes there. He stopped microing on other flank, and now Indian armored elephants of Psychic got some kills. But will that be enough? I
No.
don't think so. Yeah,
Let's
Psychic
see.
gives up. That's game 1, goes for Doug. And this still, to me, doesn't really look like a full counter of
Yeah.
Bactria to Seleucids, I should say, because I don't like Seleucids builds for this matchup currently. Like,
Yeah.
I think 4 Royal Peltas is too much money into something.
Maybe 6 cataphracts for Seleucid, maybe. Might be a safer bet.
Yeah. Well, actually, personally, I like the build that I stole from Doug more. When you take some pikes, cheap ones, and Azat Knights, and not Agema Cavalry. And Agema
Oh, yeah,
Cavalry,
Agema.
it's super cost effective. It may be weaker, but if you support it with some infantry, you're good. You're quite okay. But maybe not against Bactria, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And look at that. He made sure that he fits limit exactly. So he took cavalry and elephant to the limit to make sure he at least even with Seleucids.
Yeah.
He at least even. And everything else is skirmishes. Pretty much. So his plan was very simple. I will make sure that I can catch every single cavalry unit of my opponent. And everything else I will skirmish down.
This
That was
makes
his
me-
plan.
This makes me want to play.
Yeah, sure. As Psychic, he should have spammed pikes maybe. Why not, right? As
Yeah.
Seleucids you can.
Yeah, and actually that would be Duck. I'm not sure if he would have been able to break that.
Exactly. He have enough skirmishes to kill what, 6 pikes maybe? But if it's pikes with some skirmishes,
Oh yeah. And those are
Uh-huh.
mercenary Scythian horse archers. They would get destroyed by skirmishers because they're not armored.
yeah.
So
Well, that's our thoughts, and we are going into game 2 very soon. Thank you guys for watching. See you later.
see you later.
Hello, my fellow Rome 2 players. The Rip here, with Prussian Prince and Harbor. Hello.
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 Okay, and we are here on this beautiful flat map. Flat map with Duck and Psychic. Yeah, no much to say here
Hey.
except for these strange rocks
Yeah, that's what I was
with
about to
disappearing
mention.
shadow.
Yeah.
Can you go closer and further away from these rocks and you can see how shadow appears, disappears.
Oh, yeah.
Funny. Anyway, in the first game, Duck won with Bactria against Seleucids, and as a result of banning, both players only have choice between Parthia and Rome. Which, so when Duck actually picked Parthia, for Psychic it was very tough choice. As Rome, he would again be at spot where he will have to pursue Duck.
Yeah.
And Duck would be most likely expected to play as he played with Bactria. Superior cavalry contingent, the strongest you can get, like fitting the limit, with elephants, with 4 skirmish archers and non-existent infantry. So,
Mhm.
game based on completely avoiding your opponent as long as possible. Which for a flat map, of course, should work well enough. So, knowing that, Psychic decided to go with Parthia himself. So, will you guys go over the builds?
Okay, for Psychic again, we have 6 Royal Cataphracts, 1 Indian War Elephant. Then we have in the front 4 Persian Hoplites, supported by 5 Parthian Foot Archers, 2 Camel Archers. And I'm hearing the General of Psychic give a speech. At least it's a short
Nice
speech.
one.
Alright, for Duck we have 4 Samson Horse Archers, 3 Person Elite Archers, 4 Eastern Spearmen, 2 Eastern Cataphracts and 6 Royal Cataphracts, and that's right, no elephants.
Ah,
Exactly. Interesting. But, well, in Parthia against Parthia, you may only use elephants to try and win cavalry fight, right?
yeah.
And interestingly enough, Duck didn't even bring camel archers, which means he plans to avoid even melee cavalry fight as long as possible. Because in cavalry fight now, he probably have disadvantage at direct
Yeah.
confrontation.
For sure. I don't see him winning the cab fight if he starts one. No
On
way.
the other hand, if Duck stays far away enough, I just don't see Psychic War Elephants getting to him. They will probably run amok, and if we actually look at Horse Archers of Duck, none of them have heavy shot yet. They could be in fire arrow mode at the moment.
Well, they have 32 missile damage. I think they would have lower missile damage with fire arrows. I think they're just standard shot now.
Now I have a question for you. If you were a Psychic, would you go for that middle contingent?
Riders advance!
Why?
Like, put your hoplites like this, and just attack with all your cavalry and elephants. Would you do it?
No,
It's difficult. I don't. I'm
because
not
then
sure.
these Cataphracts would kill all your slingers. Oh, Archers.
No, but they move with your cavalry together forward, with hoplites creating walls. Like, that's what I think about, because there is no way for Psychic to start a fight on flanks. So when Duck overextends like this, it could be a good idea to destroy the middle. Maybe that's Duck's bait or something?
Let's see.
Psychic-
But look, Duck's right flank is too far away right now. He needs to get closer. Yeah, he's gonna
Yep.
get closer. Because he's gotta support it. We're about to see the engagement soon.
Yeah, oh, Psychic shouldn't go back. Or will he? No, Psychic in a better spot if cavalry fight starts now. So no cavalry
rapid
fight
advance
here?
again.
Yeah, he's nervous, you can see
Hmm.
that.
I think he has it on autocast or something.
Yeah.
Could be.
Maybe. Here come the elephants, but not the best angle probably. Like.
Yeah, and difference from a first game, as we can see, currently engagement seemed to be about to start, but Duck didn't skirmish before
Yeah.
that.
Because Psychic has a better cav contingent, so it's harder to do something like that.
I think Duck wants to pick off these skirmishes before going in with the Horse Archers.
And look at Psychic Elephants. They shoot arrows, but those arrows not fire arrows. Like, and that's something you should always do. With your elephants, even when you put them in melee mode, always make them use fire arrows, because they will not kill anything, but will do nice moral damage.
Duck's cav is might. I don't know. He
Oh,
should
no,
win.
Psychic already made, I think, mistakes that could cost him the game. He took fight on that flank.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have that deciding superiority in the middle. So he's taking, look, 3 separate fights. And that's totally not what Psychic wanted.
But Hoplite versus Hoplite, Psychic has the advantage. And
Yes, but 2 cataphracts and elephants are here. So Duck here will win, pretty much guaranteed.
yes, pretty much.
No, but look, Psychic sneaking his royal cataphracts into elite personages and deciding not to go for them. What
Oh,
is
look
he
at
doing?
what they're doing. Just blobbed up.
Oh, nice bug.
Yeah, to turn around. Interesting. So let's check out Yeah, Duck clearly winning cavalry engagement
Yeah.
in this blob. In the middle, I guess Psychic did a good job getting rid of some skirmishes of Duck, but at the same time, look, Duck
Yeah,
getting rid of
Duck's
skirmishes
horse
of
archers
Psychic.
going for those skirmishes now.
Yep.
And look, even on another flank, Duck somehow won with his Eastern Cataphract. Not sure how, but the game is, I think game is over.
Not fully.
But-
There's still chance for Psychic.
Psychic losing his gen. Oh no, it's actually Duck.
No. The
Yeah,
thing
Duck have
is,
his gen.
those spears are coming in, those hoplites, and the camels are there. So Duck could lose his cavalry. So he's gonna pull
And
out.
Duck seemed to have no horse archers left.
Yeah.
Only one. Okay, that leaves Psychic with some chances, I guess.
Psychic may get this,
Forward!
but the
Such a
thing is,
mess.
those cataphracts will not be able to run away. Like, I mean, they'll take so long to catch those foot archers. That's what I mean.
Yeah, and this skirmish did now.
Yeah.
And look at these elite Persian archers taking on Persian hoplites. And actually not doing very well, of course.
Yeah.
Not much to say in this strange
Yeah.
lob now. Somehow... Well, obviously Psychic will lose all his foot skirmishes now.
Yeah.
So it all will be about remaining hoplites.
Duck activated trample against Parthian foot archers.
Maybe he already was exhausted.
Oh yeah, he's exhausted. Yeah, makes sense. But yeah,
And to explain why that makes sense, because you get trample bonus even if you exhausted. But if you exhausted, like your normal charge would be very weak. So last Cataphract died for Psychic now, and his armored horse archers will die too. They will not
Yeah.
run away there, that's for sure.
it's looking worse
Which
and worse
means,
for Psychic.
yeah. So Duck left with 2 skirmishes, 3 skirmishes in fact, but one may die here. Yes, one will die.
Speed!
And that's it. But, well, I don't know. At the moment, Duck may be... No, mass wavering, that's it.
Yeah. And they rout. So Duck takes it 2-0.
2-0.
Crazy last game. Like,
Absolutely.
on?
Yeah, difficult to explain, and doesn't seem like both players were fully in control.
Yeah.
Definitely, Duck didn't have Psychic Elephant under control, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Psychic should have just engaged. Like, he was engaging in the middle. Why did he engage on the left side where he had the disadvantage? And
Yeah.
yeah, his elephant was still too far. Like, the elephant was in the proper place for Psychic, I think. Not entirely sure, but it's really hard to say.
Yeah. And again, you can see how Psychic did bet on winning cavalry fight by taking elephants and camel archers. He wanted
Mhm.
direct cavalry fight, but he didn't get it. He didn't get the direct fight at all. Instead, he
But-
got 4 horse archers again, which
Are you
made him
sure?
as aggressive as we saw.
Are you sure though that like Psychic had a different cav advantage? Because Duck had 8 cataphracts.
Yeah, but in direct fight, 8 cataphracts will likely blob up. And in that blob, with under fire arrows, with elephant charging, I do think... Well, I felt it on myself today, when almost full cataphract of mine did rout. Like, it was like 55 men.
Yeah.
So it is... At least it was flimsy, like flimsy chances, I would say.
Yeah.
But personally, I don't know. Psychic build looks okay. It's just he had to do something like box up, I guess. I don't know.
No.
The problem is, well, obviously Psychic is defender. So I don't know what happened, like what went in his head, but I agree with what he did. He went aggressive against that middle contingent when Duck overextended on one of the flanks, and it was close. It
That was
close.
probably his best bet, because everything else was really an even worse choice.
Yep.
Like-
And you know what? I think maybe Psychic shouldn't have even committed elephants there. Like,
Yeah.
like he sent elephants to deal with what? Eastern Spearmen? That's definitely not like the best use for
Yeah.
them.
You mean he could have put them on the flank with the cav and helped in the cav fight, is what you mean?
Yeah. Because it was easy to see where Duck has the most
Yeah.
cavalry. Anyway,
Probably.
that was an interesting match. But that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and see you later.
See you.